Hey guys, back out at the range. I will admit, I've actually already been out here once since the last time you've seen me at the range. I got a battery for the red dot for my shotgun, put it on, and got a rough grouping of where it is and sighting in the red dot. I have a new choke for it now, so I need to make sure it's still shooting good. I actually ended up picking up the Carlson's Remington 12 gauge choke. It's the locked and loaded version for the Winchester Longbeard XR turkey shells. And since that's what I shoot, I figured it would be good to get a choke that is designed for it. Now, I do understand that some of that is a bit of marketing hullabaloo designed to sell stuff, but at the same time, it's a tighter restriction choke than I had on it. I had a .71 or something like that, but it was a duck choke meant for longer distance. I'm not trying to get duck choke pattern, so I ended up picking this one up. But I got it. It was a scratch and dent sale. It was normally a $50, $55 choke. I picked it up off Amazon for 25 bucks because somebody had opened it and didn't want it anymore. But anyway, yeah, I picked it up. Hadn't even been fired, didn't even look like it had been screwed in. Probably it was attempted to be screwed in, but yeah, I picked one up for 25 bucks and I couldn't be more happy about it. I know I say that a lot, but yes, I am excited about it. I'm gonna get some targets stapled up, get myself all situated. Gonna get a round down range just to see where my shotgun is patterning now, distance, because I didn't do that before. I got it kind of close and then went out to the 50, but now that I've got the better choke, I feel like that's the best thing to do for it. So I'm gonna get all this stuff set up and I'll bring you guys back. Howdy folks, I've got my target downrange. I'm gonna get a round loaded up and we're gonna see where I shoot. I will bring you along for each and every round that I shoot this time, just because I wanted to be a bit more documented. So like I started to say in my last video before I was so rudely interrupted by my dead battery, this shotgun right here is my 60s to 80s Remington 870 Wingmaster Magnum. It has the 28-inch barrel it's the Carlson's choke specifically for the Longbeard XR shells. So yeah, I'm gonna get a round down range and we're gonna see what it looks like. Ooh, almost forgot to put my other earplug in. Oh, this kicks so hard every time I shoot it. One thing I regret about doing the furniture swap on this is that it made it super light and now it kicks like a friggin' mule every time. My shoulder is just finally getting okay enough from the last time. It was pretty hurting the last time I went out there. Oh, that is a great pattern. Granted, I'm like 15, 20 yards away, but that's fantastic. I was aiming right around here. I am gonna get a turkey pattern stuck up, aim at its face, and then see where it's hitting. All right, I got the target in my hand. I'm gonna set y'all down, and then I'm gonna get this hung up. Alright, struggled with that for a little bit, but I got it. I'm gonna give you guys a better up close. Alright, I've got you guys hung up. I'm gonna see where this pattern hits. We're gonna adjust it from there. Okay, here we go. roughly right around there. So I'm gonna adjust it up a little bit, and we're just gonna jump right down to the 50 yard. So folks, I have my target down there. I'm gonna get this adjusted, get the round sent down range, and then we're gonna see. Needed to grab my adjuster tool. If I'm shooting right at 15 yards, I'm definitely gonna be shooting right out at 50. So I just moved it 2 clicks. We're gonna see how that goes, and yeah. All right, so I'm aiming right at the base of the head where the neck begins, just so I can have as much coverage. I want to make sure that I have the head covered, but then I also want to make sure I've got the neck covered. So if I put my pattern right there, to me at least, that's how I feel like is the best way I could get the most coverage over all of the vital areas. Oh, I flinched so hard. God. Oh, fuck. All sorts of failures. I didn't even have one chambered, and I'm flinching like a little baby. All right, that's the shot. Let's go see. Okay, so I'm not too terribly upset about that. As you guys can see, my pattern is focused mainly right here. So I just need to go right with it actually, and up, because I was aiming right there. All right, I got my target hung. I got my adjustments made. Let's get my round loaded and see where I'm hitting. I forgot to put my ear pro in. Paying for that one. I am not gonna make the mistake of forgetting to bring a target with me. Let's go. So I went too far right. My bad. Now I'm shooting off to the side over there. Time to dial her back. All right, let's do this again. Oh, I forgot to put my ear pro in again. God. All right, down here now, I can see it. This isn't a very good grouping, of course, but I can see where my pattern actually is. I've got it back now. It's focused right around here. So I need to bring it back and up just a little bit more, and I think I'm gonna call it good there. All right, so I'm not gonna forget to put my ear protection in this time, and we're gonna get another shot downrange. All right, let's go see. I'm starting to get annoyed. I don't know where the fuck I'm even shooting anymore, so I'm gonna go back to the 15-yard range, see where this thing's at, and then we're gonna see what the fuck I'm doing. So today ended up being a massive bust again, also due to my own incompetence. Every time I try and zero in that sight, it kicks my ass on a sight like a red dot. If you're impacting right, move your shit right. If you're impacting up, move your shit up. And now I think I've got it good. I'm gonna have to come out one more time, of course, and see, but now I think I've got it close. I'm gonna have to pick up a couple of more turkey targets, but they're 79 cents a piece. I'll be okay. It's Eric again, headed right back out to the range with my tail still tucked between my legs. I want to get the zero on my shotgun done and over with, and finally get that behind me. And then also, as a little bit of a treat to y'all, and because, well, I'm curious, I've got a couple of fruits and vegetables with me, and I want to do a little bit of a ballistic comparison between the different types of 17 HMR rounds. I know there isn't a ton, and honestly, some of them are manufactured by one company with a different name slapped on it, and that's fine. But I still want to do the test between all of them, and that would be CCI's Full Metal Jacket, CCI's Jacketed Soft Point, CCI's Hollow Point, and then CCI's VMAX round. And then we also have Winchester's 20 grain Jacketed Soft Point as well. want to be doing a test on all of them. And then if any of them survive, I brought my 300 blackout with me today, and I just threw my red dot that I had sitting around on it. So I want to see if I can get that zeroed. Hey folks, back out at the gun range. Got myself all set up. Now I'm gonna get my red dot zeroed in, see how it goes. Alright, so what y'all saw me do there was, right now I'm using my front and rear sights to roughly spot in where the red dot actually sits. So what I did was I adjusted the red dot to sit center of my front sight post, and then I also put it right at the very tip. So when you're looking down the board, when you're looking down the sights, the red dot sits right at the very tip of my front sight post, directly dead center of it. That should get me roughly close to where I need to be. Alright, that was our first shot. Let's go see where it hit. Well, I think it's safe to say I got my my sight fairly accurate, because I was aiming right there and I hit right there. So adjust it up and to the left, one more click for both, be good to go. Alright, so I'm actually to a decent point with the shotgun now. I'm shooting just a little bit left at around, I'd say 40 yards or so. I'm gonna get one more shot off, and then we're gonna go for the final shot with the good ammo. Alright, so that one actually turned out pretty good. I'm gonna get my one shot in with the Longbeard XR and see where we're hitting. I'm only doing one because I've only got 2 boxes left and I don't want to burn through any more of my ammunition than I already have. I didn't take you along for the shotgun just because I was getting sick of it, sick of dealing with it. So the shotgun's all good to go now. I'm good at 50 yards, which is the absolute most that I want to be. I'm happy with that. And now for the fun part, I'm gonna bring y'all along with while I do some damage testing on these 17 HMR rounds that I talked about. Okay, so I've got my my GoPro downrange, and I'm gonna be filming me off of my camera here. I'm not expecting the full metal jackets to do a lot of damage. In fact, I'm kind of counting on that they don't, because as weird as it is, I would actually prefer to hunt with full metal jacket. I actually harvested a couple of animals with full metal jackets this last season with my bolt action 17 that I got rid of, and it did very well. It had complete pass-throughs. There was minimal damage for the most part. I ended up shooting one squirrel where it came in its rear, ended up leaving its chest, and it ended up going 5 feet, but that's only because it was already running. Alright, I got this round loaded. I got my camera going downrange. I'm gonna squeeze this round off and we'll get back. We'll take a look at how the video looks. Not very much damage, not surprised. Alrighty, this is CCI's 20 grain jacketed soft point. I'm going to be shooting the far left target, just like I did for the full metal jacket. Let's see how this goes. Alright, that was the 20 grain. Now comes the actual hollow point, not just a jacketed soft point. I'm gonna shoot the right target this time, just because that one, the one on the left, has had 2 shots in it, and I haven't gone down to look at the actual damage done to it. I can actually see the entrance hole on that one. That did a fair amount of damage. It started opening up the second it hit. All right, this is the 20 grain Winchester jacketed soft point, also shooting the far right target, the cabbage. It's kind of windy right now. I don't know if you can see it on my hair, so I gotta wait for a calm spot. That one also hit. Does not look like it did very much damage. All right, 17 grain CCI VMAX round. Just over 100 yards. Into a cabbage. There we go. Center target, orange, 17 grain CCI. Let's see it explode at 100 yards. I hit high. Ah, okay. So I only hit it once. I'm gonna guess that would be the 20 grain jacketed soft point, and I did not hit the cabbage with the full metal jacket. The other cabbage though, it got some work done. Those are the entrances. Those are the exits. Left cabbage, no, correction, I'm sorry. Right cabbage got work done. But we're gonna stick these back up here. We're gonna see how many shots it takes to make them disappear. Now the orange, that's where it hit, and that's the big hole that it blew out. And it barely tagged this round. This was with the 17 grain VMAX. And it tagged it right off to the side. And it did that much energy transfer. That's pretty crazy to see. I got those back up there. I'm gonna put y'all back down here, and we're gonna do some more shooting. All right, camera set back up downrange. I'm gonna put quite a few rounds in these. Let's see how much I can shred these cabbages. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I like CCI. I think they make good ammunition. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form. But to me, they have the most consistency. Consistency is key for me, and they meet those standards that I have. What those standards are outside of biased personal opinion, I don't know, but they meet them. If you guys have any suggestions about shooting that you want to see me do, targets that you want to see me shoot at, or other sort of things to emulate what a hunting round might do, I'm open for it. Keep in mind, my selection of firearms is limited to 9mm, 300 blackout, 17 HMR, 12 gauge, and 410. Oh, 22. I'm gonna mess up some cabbages. Let's get to it. I would say that's a shredded cabbage. Anyway, I got another 10 rounds of Winchester 20 grain. Let's get some more cabbages shot. There we go, that's a good hit. That's enough damage on the cabbages and the orange. Let's go check it out. It's safe to say these cabbages are no more. It did not fare well with the 20 grains. A lot of entries in the same area, and boy, it just blew it out the back. It is crazy. I'm not gonna eat this, but I am gonna shoot it. I've got a couple of, well, not a couple. I've got some 300 black. We're gonna shoot these. The orange took a direct shot and did not last. All right, this is my 300 blackout. It is predominantly a Aero Precision build. It's an Aero Precision upper, lower bolt carrier group and a forend. It's got a Magpul grip, buttstock, foregrip, and the red dot on it is actually a primary arms 30 millimeter tube. I don't know the actual model of it. It's been a while since I bought it. This was on my 22 bolt action for quite a while because I had a lot of up close shooting that I had to do. But now that I've got my 17 HMR and everything else, I really don't need the 22. I don't use it very often. So I pulled the red dot off and I put it on here. This is my deer hunting and protection rifle. Just put it on there. I got my zero done over across the way. I showed you guys that earlier in the video. Now I'm gonna see if I can hit some cabbages out at 100 yards. As always, need your ear pro. Tinnitus is a bitch. Do not recommend it. All right, so shooting the cabbages wasn't as climactic as I was expecting with the 300. So we're gonna jump right to the end. And as a little surprise, I brought Tannerite to send it off with a bang. This cantaloupe is gonna have some fun. Ear protection, folks, ear protection. Very important. Well, I gotta say, I'm actually kind of happy with that. Entrance, exit. Can't complain. All right, this is Fiocchi Range Dynamics 150 grain. Let's see if this will actually do something, make that Tannerite speak. I think that's a no on the 300 blackout, making Tannerite go off. Learn something new every day, and makes no difference to me. I didn't pay for the Tannerite. It was a gift from the ex-girlfriend's grandparents, so had to use it sometime. Figured try it today. That's gonna do it for me here today. This range day is over. I've had enough. I will see y'all in the next one. Thank you.